Hello everyone, this is part 14 of What If Naruto Figured It All Out, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. In the morning, Mirai woke up. She was feeling very sad. She realized she was lying on Itachi's legs. She looked up and saw Itachi, amusing Chi. Itachi smiled to Mirai. Are you better? Itachi asked. Mirai got up. I'm still a little tired. Mirai looked to him and grabbed Chi. Itachi also got up. Mirai drove him to the door. Are you really going to be fine? You cried almost all night, till you fall asleep. Itachi was worried with Mirai, especially because she was a little pale. Mirai smiled to him. Don't worry, I'll be okay. Thank you for taking care of me, Mirai said. Itachi put his hand on her face and kissed her forehead. Take care, Itachi said, smiling. The man looked to Chi. She made some adorable baby noises. Itachi made some tickles on her belly, making her laugh. Bye, my little daughter. She laughed to Itachi, making him and Mirai happy. Itachi looked to Chi's mother and blushed a little. Take care, both of you. Mirai smiled to him. Don't worry, I'll protect Chi and myself, Mirai assured. Itachi felt a little better. The Uchiha left. Mirai saw him leaving and then went back home. Minutes later, Naruto appeared on the kitchen to have his breakfast. He was happy for seeing his mother. Mom, you're already awake? Naruto asked. Mirai smiled to him. So, what do you want for breakfast? Mirai asked him. Naruto felt like he was back on the leaf, with Mirai doing everything for him. Gaara and Sakura entered a little after, followed by the twins. Sakura grabbed Chi and played with her a little. Mirai served him a lavish breakfast. She was admiring Naruto eating. Mirai, without knowing why, smiled. Sakura was eating, till she noticed something. Where are Shikamaru and Temari? Sakura asked. Gaara felt a little angry. Mirai looked to her. Now that you talk about it, they're never here when we take breakfast, Mirai said and released a tricky laugh. They should be more careful, after all, Shikamaru's mother gets angry very easily, especially if. Kakashi entered in the kitchen. Everybody looked to him. Silence. Kakashi was about to sit on the table, but one of the twins put his leg on the chair. Kakashi looked to him and tried to grab another chair, but the other twin put both of his legs on the chair. Do you mind? Kakashi asked, but both of the twins turned their faces aside. Kakashi was about to leave the kitchen. How rude, Mirai said to the twins. That was not the education Grandpa gave to you. Let Kakashi sit and have breakfast. He is our guest. No, he is not, the twins said. He insulted you, Kyo said. Yeah, in front of all of us, Bio said. Mirai punched them. They looked sad to her. You're ninjas. You cannot look for those things. You need to know how to hide your feelings. Mirai yelled. She looked to Kakashi. You can sit now. Kakashi left the kitchen. Mirai felt a little sad. You made a fool of yourself, Kyo said. Mirai sat down. Naruto looked to her. What's Kakashi-sensei thinking? Shikamaru and Temari entered a little after. Gaara decided not to look to Shikamaru. When are we going back to Konoha? Shikamaru asked. Mirai looked to him. I'm planning to go tomorrow. So, pack all of your stuff, Mirai said. You can stay a little bit longer, Gaara. No thanks. I have a lot of business to do on the sand. Thank you for the offer, Gaara said. Kakashi went outside and stopped on the beach near the forest. The Junin was looking to the sea without knowing what to do. Mirai, how am I going to explain to Godime-sama that I declined the peace offer? Kakashi threw a rock to the sea. Have I done the right thing? That will depend, another voice said. Kakashi looked aside and saw someone under the shadow of one of the forest trees. Kakashi realized he had the Akatsuki's coat. For instance, Kakashi thought it could be Itachi, but then he noticed they didn't have the same voice. You are you? Kakashi asked. The Akatsuki leader, the owl said. Kakashi didn't know what to do. The Akatsuki leader was right in front of him. He could finish up with all the Akatsuki plans if he killed the leader, but Kakashi remembered the leader was strong enough to stand against Skuld, while he could only make a fool of himself. What do you want with me? Kakashi decided just to hear the leader to know what was he thinking and try to figure out what he wanted. I want to speak with you about Mirai. The leader said. Kakashi looked to him, becoming a little exalted. Mirai. I see, she is the connection between Akatsuki and the Hidden Moon. Kakashi said. You were the one protecting Mirai from Orochimaru and Uchiha Sasuke while she was on Konoha. I want you to continue doing that. The leader demeaned. Kakashi stranged it. Mirai is strong enough to defend herself. Why should I be protecting her? Kakashi asked. The leader smiled. Mirai is a skald, all the skalds suffer from the same curse. You know of what I speak. If Mirai is hit by one of that, she won't be able to fight for a while. You were her boyfriend and you're the ninja protecting her. Looking over Mirai will be good for both of us. Otherwise, I'll take her with me and you won't be able to see her again, the leader explained. Why should I care? Kakashi asked. The leader looked to him. Mirai betrayed me with Itachi. She cares more about that M than about someone who could give her a safety life. Mirai cares more about AM. The leader asked and started to laugh out loud. Kakashi looked to him. You leaf ninjas are also hilarious. Mirai cares more about AM, and you. The leader asked. Kakashi looked angry to him. Aren't you AM? What are you saying? I would never do things like Itachi did. Kakashi yielded. The leader continued laughing. You're funny, Kakashi. Enough of this. I've already told you everything I wanted to. It's true, Mirai loves Itachi, even I couldn't stop those two foolish doves, but there is something you need to know. Kakashi looked to the leader. Itachi is not the one you need to fear. Al looked to Kakashi, closing his eyes. I hope you to look over her, don't give her to Sasuke, because, if he puts his hand on her, then, not even I would be able to stop him. Al vanished. Kakashi looked down. Why did he ask me that? Kakashi asked to the ground. This is getting very confused. At the Tsukikage's house, the group continued to have breakfast. Naruto was with Chi on his arms. Chi loved a lot being with her borrowed brother. Mirai was enjoying seeing him, when an Ornulu appeared kneeled on the ground. Everybody looked to him. Yes, Mirai asked. Tsukikage-sama, Akatsuki is leaving the Hidden Moon village today. They request for your presence. The Ornulu said. Mirai looked to him and became a little sad. Okay, tell them I'm going to meet them. Mirai said. The Ornulu vanished. Everybody looked to Mirai. Mom, are you really going to meet them? Naruto asked. Mirai looked to him. Yes, it's my job. Besides, Itachi is Chi's father. I couldn't let he leave without saying goodbye to her. I'm going to dress her with her pink baby suit. She's so cute with that suit on. Mirai said and took Chi out of Naruto's arms. The boy looked a little sad. The twins looked to her. Can we go too? The two asked. Mirai looked to their sparkling eyes and she could not refuse. The four left. Sakura looked to them and then to the rest of the group. Why would Kyo and Bio want to see Akatsuki? Sakura asked. Shikamaru, Temari and Gaara looked to themselves. Naruto decided not to think Mirai went to see Akatsuki. Mirai and the twins reached the Glade of the Spirits, where Akatsuki was waiting for them. The leader looked to her. Zetsu ran to Mirai and looked to Chi. Can I hold her? Zetsu asked. Mirai smiled and gave the baby to Zetsu. I'm here. What do you want to talk with me? Mirai asked. The Akatsuki members looked to her and then to the leader. I just wanted to say to you to be careful. Al said. Mirai looked to him. This time I was here to stop Skuld, but the next I may not. Mirai lowered her look. I guess you're returning to the leaf. Mirai stared him. Don't continually doing foolish things. Mirai smiled. I'll try to be a good girl. Mirai said. The leader closed his eyes. Uncle. The twins were staring the leader with their eyes filled with tears. Don't leave us. What's that on your eyes? Shinobis don't cry. The leader yelled. The twins hugged him, crying and screaming a lot. The leader looked to them. Come on, I need to go. The blue-haired member noticed Al was being bad to his nephews because he didn't want to show his emotions. Mirai smiled to them and went near Zetsu, taking Chi out of his hands. I guess it's time to say bye. Mirai said. Zetsu caressed Chi's head. Bye-bye, Chi. I'll miss you. Zetsu said. Mirai said bye to Zetsu. Mirai passed by all the Akatsukis. All her and Chi on the face. In the end, Mirai went near Itachi. The two looked for a while. They didn't know what to say to each other. Itachi grabbed Mirai and hugged her tightly, caressing her head. Mirai blushed a lot. Tears appeared on her eyes, while Itachi continued caressing her. Itachi smiled and released a small and quiet laugh. Mirai smiled too. You know, I never thought on having a child. Itachi said. I always thought I would be everything except a good father, and now, Itachi looked to Mirai and Chi. His smile increased. And now, Itachi lowered his head, staying very close to Mirai's. Mirai slowly closed her eyes. Itachi K her. The two K for a long time. The other Akatsukis were looking to them. The leader looked to his daughter and tried to hide his happiness, but he continued concerned about what would become of Mirai. Noticing that Mirai and Itachi were taking forever, the leader decided to notify them. Hey, we're with hurry, can you speed that up? The leader screamed. Itachi and Mirai stopped K and looked to each other. Both were very sad. Mirai leaned her head on Itachi's shoulder. She decided to enjoy every second she was with Itachi. Feeling his body near her. Feeling his arms around her. Mirai closed her eyes and started seeing something she was not expecting. A prevision. Mirai saw Itachi on a very dark place. He was badly injured. There were some persons kicking him while he was locked with chains to a wall. The persons had Anbu masks. Itachi appeared to have no life in his eyes. Mirai opened her eyes quickly and looked to Itachi. He appeared to be normal, she hugged him tightly. Itachi noticed something happened. Promise me, Mirai asked. Promise me you'll always watch out for yourself. Promise me you won't let anything bad happen to you. Itachi looked to her and smiled. I'm Uchiha Itachi. I have nothing to fear. I'll be fine. Itachi said. Mirai smiled but continued concerned. Itachi Keiichi's forehead. Bye-bye my little sweet. I dressed her special suit. Do you like it? Mirai asked. Itachi looked back to Chi and then to Mirai. Of course, blue works fine. Itachi said. Mirai stared him astonished. The Akatsuki looked to him and then to the leader, who lowered his look. Tears appeared on Mirai's eyes. Itachi noticed her breath increased. What? Nothing, Mirai lied. Itachi K her forehead too. Bye, I love you. Itachi said with his hands on Mirai's face. Mirai smiled. Okay, let's go. The 9 realms are waiting. Leader said. The Akatsuki members vanished. Mirai's cousin went near her and noticed her tears. What's wrong? Kyo asked. Itachi, why haven't you told me? Mirai looked to Chi's pink dress. Why haven't you told me you got blind? Mirai got back to her house. Naruto had already packed and went near her. Mirai looked to him. What's up, son? Mirai questioned. Will you teach me how to be strong? Strong enough to defeat Akatsuki and to save Sasuke? Naruto asked. Mirai smiled. Of course. The most beautiful part of knowledge is when we transmit it to another person. Mirai said. Naruto smiled and hugged her. I'm happy everything is going to get back to normal. Naruto released. Mirai caressed his head and noticed someone was behind Naruto. Naruto looked to her and then back, seeing Kakashi. Kakashi-sensei. I need to speak with Mirai. Kakashi said. Naruto looked to him and then to Mirai. I guess it is better for you to let us alone. Mirai said, smiling. If Kakashi-sensei insults you or something, you can scream, I'll kick his butt. Naruto said and left. Mirai watched him leaving and then looked to Kakashi. Yes, Mirai asked. What's your connecting with Akatsuki, besides Itachi? Kakashi asked. Mirai looked to him. They have an alliance with the Hidden Moon. My affair with Itachi began before he entered Akatsuki. It has nothing to do with that. Mirai answered. You haven't answered my question. Kakashi remembered. Mirai looked to him. The Akatsuki leader came to me this morning and asked me to continue protecting you. Mirai looked down. I cannot forget the fact that you, Kakashi, got nervous. Mirai stared at him. Slept with Itachi and gave him a daughter. You shared your nest with AM. Mirai looked mad at him. Stop calling Itachi AM. Mirai yelled. Kakashi looked to her. What do you want me to call him? He K his entire clan. He K for pleasure. Yet you, how could you? With him, he's disgusting. Kakashi said. Tell me, what's more disgusting, a woman having S for pleasure or a woman having S for money? Mirai asked. Kakashi stranged the question. What does that have to do with our conversation? Kakashi questioned. Mirai looked to him. Answer. Mirai asked. Of course it is a woman having S for money. She's selling herself, her body, to someone she doesn't know. That's disgusting. Kakashi said. Then you're disgusting. Mirai said. Kakashi didn't like Mirai's compare. You're saying I'm a B. Kakashi yelled. Finally you're showing how you really are. Yes, because you K for money. Mirai said. Kakashi stopped that sentence. Mirai's observation. The true meaning of that. Kakashi remembered hearing the owl laughing when he said Itachi was AM. You K for money, just like a pursuit has S for money. Mirai said. You K and then you get paid. How many persons have you K during your life, Kakashi? Why are you saying that? Kakashi asked. I love Itachi. I'm defending him, unless Itachi K because he likes, you K for money. A freak it will always be a freak, but a person who K for money will find no peace. You're AM, just like Itachi. Ninjas are M. You're even more disgusting than Itachi. You're not making any sense. Kakashi said. You always told me you never liked to be a ninja, yet, you're a cage and you continuing living as a ninja. Why? Isn't that also disgusting? I became a ninja because I didn't want to S like my mother. Mirai screamed. I didn't want to S powerless in the hands of a demon, leaving all the people I love behind, sad and broken-hearted. Kakashi realized Mirai suffered a lot with her mother's death. If my mother was a ninja, she could stand up against that demon, after my father and Yellow Flash's combat. If she was strong, she could save herself and not S there. I don't want to S like that, that's why I became a ninja. That's why I always try to be the best. I'm also AM, just like you, I K many people just because someone ordered and paid me, but thanks to that, I don't have to fear leaving those I love because of my powerless. I became powerful. Mirai looked down. Kakashi looked to her. If my mother didn't S in that day, I would never become a ninja. I wouldn't have to K. Kakashi thought a lot about Mirai's words. It's true, being a ninja means K people for money. Mirai was crying, remembering her mother's death. Everything would be different, if she didn't S. Mirai said. Kakashi looked to her. Father wouldn't, Yellow Flash wouldn't, I wouldn't. You're Fuller's nephew, aren't you? Kakashi asked. Mirai looked to him. You knew Fuller? Mirai asked. Kakashi looked aside, remembering Fuller's face. She was living with my sensei, Konoha's Yellow Flash, later the Yondaime Hokage. Kakashi said. Mirai looked to him. Sensei told me, Rin and Obito she was a woman he saved on a mission, and that was going to become his housemaid. As time went by, Sensei started to love her. Sensei always told me and Rin to hide his affair with Fuller. She always wore a brown hair wig to hide her blonde hair. I never knew why. Some years after she became pregnant from Sensei. He told me she was a ninja from the hidden moon and that she was going to be a way to make an alliance between the moon and the leaf. They came here with Jiraiya-sama to sign the peace treaty, but they come back empty-handed. Sensei told me the wife of the Tsukikage, Fuller's twin sister, is fighting a demon. Yes, I remember, Mirai said. Yellow Flash met my father on a mission. My father was contracted by a Norse country to K a feudal lord that was blocking the income of food to his country, while Yellow Flash was sent to K him for stealing goods that would enter the Fire Country. They meet when they were about to K the feudal lord. Both promised they would become cages and establish an alliance between the moon and the leaf. When Yondaime came to the hidden moon to sign the peace treaty, my father wanted to know which one of them was stronger. They fought for a long time, but it ended tie. Right after the combat, a demon appeared and took my mother, saying she was going to be sent to Susanoo. Mother didn't know how to fight, the demon, K her in front of me, my father, Aunt Fuller and Yondaime. Next day was the peace treaty ceremony. Father was so angry and confused he said no, and Yondaime had to leave the moon. I never saw him and or Aunt Fuller after that. He is sealing Kyuubi within Naruto. Kakashi said. Mirai looked to him. Kakashi became sad and a little revolted remembering what happened in that night. I was sent to call him after Kyuubi appearance. He was kneeled down near Fuller's bed. She was S. Her body was full of deep strikes. Sensei was crying so much in that night. Mirai looked aside. I told him Kyuubi appeared in the village. He looked to me so sad with his face filled with tears. I remember seeing him getting up and putting his hand on Fuller's face, saying, soon we will be together again. And he left. It was the last time I saw him with life. I never knew what happened with Fuller. And her baby? Mirai asked. Kakashi looked to her and said nothing, turning his back to her. Kakashi. I don't know, Kakashi said. If their son still's alive, then I have a cousin somewhere. Kakashi. Mirai asked. It's Kakashi said. Mirai looked down, sad. Sorry. Kakashi left. Mirai looked to the sea. Akatsuki continues their way. The 7 members were expecting the leader's orders. Now what, dude? Hiden asked. We'll continue our job, catching the last 3 Jinchurikis. Al said. And Uzumaki Naruto? Kakazu asked. Your daughter is protecting him. Fear not. Naruto is the missing heir of Kurogen. He won't so easily. The leader said. We need to find someone to fill Sasori's place. Have you anyone on mind? Deidara asked. Yes. Leader said. Continue with your missions. And Itachi looked to the leader. Chi's dress was pink. Itachi became worried. Scatter. The members left the leader alone, while he continued his way. Let's see what will happen next. Mirai, Naruto, Kyo and Bio went to the Hidden Moon Cemetery. It was filled with Norse-like statues. The twins had a bunch of flowers, such as Mirai and Naruto. Why did you want me to come? Naruto asked. Mirai smiled to him. The twins ran to their mother's grave. Mom, they said, you won't believe what happened. The twins started to speak with the grave as if it was their mother. Naruto looked to them and then to the flowers on his arms and remembered what Kyuubi told him during the fight with Skuld, including me. There are 4 persons where you can tell you who your parents are. I wonder who those 3 persons were. Were they Akatsuki? Kakashi Sensei. I never cared a lot about it, but also, nobody ever told me. Why? Naruto. Mirai called. Naruto was got by surprised and looked to her. See. Mirai looked to the graves in front of them. These are the graves of my Aunt Fuller and my mother Frigg. Naruto looked to the graves and stared at the rune text marked on the stone. They were young when they Naruto noticed. Looks like someone left some flowers here before you, Mom. Mirai looked to the graves and saw some flowers. Mirai smiled and then looked to the twins' mother grave. It also had flowers. Father, Mirai thought. Mirai put her flowers on Fuller's grave. Naruto looked to her, while she smiled to Fuller's picture on the stone. Mirai looked to Naruto. I want you to put your flowers on my mother's grave. Mirai said. Naruto looked to her, getting confused. Why? He asked. Mirai smiled. I didn't even know her. Mirai looked to him. Have you ever placed flowers on someone's grave? Mirai asked. Naruto looked down. I never had any family, so I didn't have anyone to visit. Naruto said. Mirai got up and hugged him, holding his hands with hers. That's why you're now putting flowers on my mother's grave. Mirai said and moved Naruto's hands so he could place the flowers on the grave. Because I love you. Mirai said. Naruto blushed a lot. Not just as a mother, Mirai said. Naruto smiled. Mother is the woman that raised us. The one that took care of us. The one that turned the lights on when we were afraid of the dark. Mirai put her arms around Naruto while he was looking to Frigg's grave. Mirai looked to Fuller's grave. That's a mother. Naruto looked down. I'm not saying you should not love your real mother. Mirai looked to Frigg's grave too. After all, our real mother was the one who brought us to this world. I wonder who my real mother was, Naruto asked. Mirai closed her eyes. The next day, Naruto and the others were ready to leave the Hidden Moon. Mirai looked to her cousins and to her grandpa. Take good care of yourselves. Mirai asked. Don't worry. We will, the twins said. Watch out for yourself. The old Tsukikage said. Mirai smiled. Bye. Mirai said, grabbing Chi's hand so she could also say bye. Naruto was looking to the village and, for a few moments, he could saw Kurogen's ghost smiling and saying bye to him. The group headed to Konoha. Mirai was looking to Kakashi who was leading the group. Mirai was worried with Konoha's reaction if they figured out that she had a child of an Uchiha. Man, I really miss home. Shikamaru said. Hidden Moon was cool, but there is nothing like our home. I say the same. Sakura said, while the giant gates of Konoha appeared in front of them. Mirai became really nervous. She looked to Kakashi, waiting for him to say something. After all, she was dressed as the Tsukikage. Kakashi continued and entered in the village. Mirai looked down. Tsunade-sama knows that we are coming today. She must be expecting us. Sakura said. Along with all Konoha. Then, We cannot run our future. Mirai said, and the group entered. Everybody in the hidden leaf was waiting. The ambassadors all started clapping to them. Kakashi was stopped in the middle of the route. Tsunade was looking to them, smiling. Jiraiya was next to them. So, Kakashi, how was the peace treaty? Did you bring me the crystal moon of peace? Tsunade asked. Kakashi looked aside. Tsunade noticed something was wrong. Kakashi went near Asuma and Kurenai. Everybody looked to him and then to Mirai. Mirai looked to Tsunade. What happened? Silence filled the place when the Hokage spoke. Mirai looked down. Naruto and Sakura looked to her. Naruto's friends on Konoha were looking to them, including Hinata, who was in the middle of the Hyuga. Your Junin has resigned the peace treaty. Mirai said. Tsunade looked to Kakashi, such as the entire village. Hatake Kakashi, what happened with you? This was vital to our village. You left with the order of establishing a peace treaty between the Hidden Moon and the Hidden Leaf. Why have you declined? Because, Hokage-sama, I cannot, Konoha cannot. Kakashi looked to Mirai. Trust someone who makes us believe we had a child so we can find out later that baby wasn't ours. Kakashi said. Asuma and Kurenai looked to him, completely caught by surprise, and then looked to Mirai. The Tsukikage never felt so bad in her entire life. That's why. Kakashi, Tsunade whispered to him. Your personal affairs shouldn't interfere with Konoha's will. You're a ninja. But even ninja have feelings, and mine were destroyed when I saw her sharing her bed with other man. Kakashi said. Everybody was speaking about Mirai and her baby. Have you noticed? Her baby has black hair. Someone said. I wonder who's the father. How could she do something like that? Mirai looked down. Naruto was feeling really mad for seeing others saying bad things about his mother. Shut up. Naruto screamed. All looked to him. You don't know Mom to be speaking about her like that. Mirai looked to him. Mom fought to protect me. She cares about. She wanted peace so much as Konoha. You are you to judge her? Naruto, Mirai said. If Konoha rejects protecting the Tsukikage, Gaara spoke. Then the sand will take care of her. Gaara stared the Hokage. Tsunade looked to him. Konoha will never say no to someone who needs help. Tsunade said. Mirai will stay. But Hokage-sama, some shinobis asked. If you refuse to protect her, Naruto yelled. Then I'll do it myself. Me too. Sakura said. It could get troublesome, but I'll protect her too. Shikamaru said. His dad looked to him. I saw the powers of the Tsukikage. She protected us from Akatsuki. Konoha would be making a huge mistake if it chooses not to ally with the Hidden Moon. So, they met Akatsuki. Jiraiya said and looked to Kakashi, which also looked to him. So that's why you're so angry. Konoha will protect the Tsukikage Minamoto Mirai. Tsunade said. Kakashi, Naruto and Sakura will continue to daily look after her. That's the will of fire. Mirai looked to Tsunade. Naruto smiled and gave his hand to Mirai. I knew everything was going to be alright. Naruto said. Mirai smiled and they went to the Hokage's house. What happened in the Hidden Moon? Hinata's father asked. It's not Kakashi's style to make a decision like that. The Hyuga left speaking about the reasons that could drive Kakashi to that radical decision. Hinata stayed behind, looking to Naruto holding Mirai's hands. Neji appeared next to her. You also noticed, didn't you? Neji asked. Hinata looked to him. You also have Byakugan. You saw the way Naruto defended her. Neji said, looking to Naruto. Hinata also looked to him. You saw his feelings in his eyes. Who else was that close to Mirai? For Kakashi to be that pissed off, I don't know what you're thinking, but I guess you should watch out for Naruto. After all, you were the one who told me he and Mirai shared the same bed. Maybe she is. Stop it, Hinata said. Neji looked to him. Naruto would never, he sees Mirai as his mother. You know he didn't see her just as a mother, Neji said. Hinata looked down. You're evil, Neji. Hinata ran away. Neji victoriously smiles. Hinata ran off the village, crying. Naruto wouldn't, she thought. The image of Naruto holding Mirai's hand was stuck on her head. Naruto, which are your real feelings towards Mirai-san? That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.